So we have JuJutsu Kaisen coming to Jump Force Season 3 DLC, but it's not going to be Yuji Itadori coming as part of JuJutsu Kaisen's representative for Jump Force Season 3 DLC. It's going to be Gojo Satoru coming to Jump Force Season 3 DLC as JuJutsu Kaisen's representative for Jump Force Season 3 DLC. Now, I know everyone in the comment section, they're going off like, why not Yuji? He's the main character. It has to be him. Look, Jump Force goes based upon popularity polls. They're going to pick the most popular characters, and Gojo beats out Yuji. Plus, he has a really interesting moveset that can add some new DLC content to the game overall, whereas Yuji, he's sort of coming into his own at this point in the anime with what they would want to show. And yes, I do know they go off of manga content, but they're going to want to, something that everyone is familiar with. And Gojo, he's already displayed most of his abilities. So, what abilities can he bring into Jump Force Season 3 DLC? Well, we're going to be discussing it in today's video. So, his ability overall is called Limitless, and it's really ridiculous. I would not have the time to explain it in this video, but I will explain it through his different various abilities that we're going to be discussing in today's content. Hit it with a like, hit it with a subscribe to get more Jump Force Season 3 DLC videos and ranked content from Perfection and Natural Selection. Now, ability 1, I see it as being Infinity. Like literally, that's the name of the move, Infinity. So I see it working as a counter, similar to how Kakashi does his counter, where Gojo would just stand there, and now we're gonna put a twist on it because it's gonna be some old Obito stuff, because again, this guy's abilities are ridiculous. So Infinity would work like a counter attack. Gojo would take a pose, he would be completely invincible. I mean, if the opponent pulled an ultimate and you have the pose drawn for this move, the ultimate is not going to hit you and it's going to go right through you. And if they do hit you with a physical hit, you counter them and you bounce them back off of you, or whatever the counter attack that they decide to animate. I really haven't thought that far in, but also he would counter literally everything. Just think of Obito's ability from Naurto, right? And everything phases through him. That's what Infinity would be like in Jump Force Season 3 DLC. So literally all projectiles, all physical hits, everything would go through him, even ultimates, and if you physically melee attack him, you get counterattacked. That's Infinity in Jump Force Season 3 DLC. Moving along to his next ability, and we're getting into some of the attacks now. Now this is where it really gets ridiculous. So the first one would be his Curse Technique, Lapse, Maximum Curse Energy Output Blue. And I imagine this working similar to how Chibaku Tensei or Madara's Truth Seeker Bell works in Naruto Storm 4 and in Naruto Generation. So it's sort of like a combination of Nagato's ability. Let me explain. So you know how in those games, Madara and Nagato, when they got ready to prepare the Chibaku Tensei, they would just throw out this like massive black orb that would move forward, and whatever got caught in it, it would shred it. It didn't necessarily suck people in, but it would be like one of those pressure tools where you could get behind the orb and just have like a shield or something. I'm thinking about that in Jump Force, but better, where it would be a combination of those two things, where it would be a slow traveling trap. Like, not too slow, like it would be slower than what Majin Buu's little green energy blast is currently in Jump Force, but it would move at a reasonable pace, and anything in a certain radius would get sucked in. So it's like a combination, sort of like Blackbeard's technique along with just a slow moving projectile. So you throw it out, and let's say your opponent has their supports out too. You can double or triple your damage. Honestly, it'll just be double because you can only have one other support out. But imagine the possibilities. You have a personal shield, you have an attacking tool, you can suck people in. Now I'm going to put a twist on it. He could also use this for combos, because if he holds on to the button while using this ability, I would have him use it like in his hands where he could suck an opponent back in and continue his combos. That's what I have for his blue energy, curse energy output. I'm not saying that whole title again, but you see the possibilities there. Now you know why people want Gojo in Jump Force as a JuJutsu Kaisen representative. Now, next ability would be his cursed red reversal, or his cursed reversal red technique. And it's the opposite, basically, where he would throw it up a same Chibaku Tensai like orb out, and it would bounce the opponent away. So it would be a glorified get off me tool, right? You throw out the orb, bam, it hits the opponent, bam. It's sort of like how Giorno's tree already works in the game, where you get hit by it and you just get bounced all the way to frick back. Yes, so you're getting like different elements of already existing characters in the game. We talked about Boo's techniques and Blackbeard's and all this. So you got a little bit of Giorno in there, and I would make it do more damage, but the true purpose of this is a get off me tool and a ult setup technique all in one ability. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. Now, you know the ultimate. You already know what we're going to talk about. Hollow Purple. We just saw this in the anime. Same animation, same beauty to it, same everything. Imagine that in Jump Force. You would love to use this ultimate. You would love to put on your CAC. You would love to use Gojo just to use this ability. And speaking of which, imagine the drip. Imagine your CAC rocking the whole Gojo outfit from top to bottom. The little, like the visor. Now personally, I would have Gojo not have the visor at all. Like just from the beginning, his whole character model, no visor. Or rather, you could have him visor, non-awaken. When he awakens later on after using Hollow Purple, he pulls it up, he pulls the visor up and off, bam, you get that ability. So I don't know how to, depict the 6 eyes ability besides just being more damage, maybe some transformed augmentations of his techniques, because he's not really displayed the full capabilities of the 6 eyes technique. It just makes all his abilities take no curse energy. So if you apply that in Jump Force, imagine it, all your abilities, no cost. You can just throw out all the attraction and repulsion techniques, no cost. You can just continue your combos with resets, no cost. You can just get people off of you, no cost. It would be glorious to see in Jump Force Season 3 DLC with JuJutsu Kaisen adding Gojo Satoru.
生まれの新しい命をそいつに注意するんだな無駄まだまだ無駄だ生まれの新しい命をよし行くぞ生まれの新しい命をそいつに注意するんだ作戦開始生まれの新しい命を無駄だ悪いけどこれ全部ただのこいつに注意するんだなやりたいようにやったところで無駄だったようだなどっちみち